Of rural women working in the agricultural sector are also considered by members of parliament. When we do our advocacy, we also think of them, and they are part of this battle because we know their productivity is also an added value to the GDP of the entire community. Because we are not focusing on in the cities, because you find the farmers in the rural areas actually, and most of the farmers are the women. At this time, we are also attracting the youth to be part of this new technology. You know how the youth is working with energy, dynamism. So we believe that with their energy and passion, we will uplift the next generation in agriculture using these new technologies, and they will support. We are thinking of like solar panels for them, to use tractors, for instance. And these women are also being trained or capacitated to do this work that was supposed to belong to men. So we think of them. We work closely with the FAO, for instance, and you know FAO is the food for all, and especially we have been engaged as a parliament to the right to food for everyone, with no one left behind. Recently, we even went up to Mombasa, invited by ISA in collaboration with EALA as an assembly, to make sure what we see, we really believe. So it was just an observation. It was a tour activity in Mombasa, whereby we met with the farmers. The organization was called the Karere, and we could see how cassava, if not taken care of, is vulnerable to diseases. Some of the diseases are like mosaic disease, and also the yellow stick disease. We could ascertain because they have kind of trials, so we could be able to move around and ascertain by ourselves that like this field parcel is improved variety. Because when we talk of GMOs, some people tend to be scared. So now we are using improved varieties, and we could ascertain by cutting some cassava because they are not released yet. But you could cut, the roots and see the roots that are healthy and others that were attacked by the diseases, and they were asking us, what can you say? So those ones were from the improved varieties. And you could ask scientists, and also such as some of them were in this meeting together with us, how do you do to make sure you keep the same variety of crop? I'm talking of cassava in this instance. So they said they make kind of research, and they use like gene editing without adding any chemical, and the variety properties are similar as the one that was raised in conventional agricultural practice. So this is a good thing. But the issues we could see there is that the regulators are kind of moving at a slow pace. So we want policymakers to speed up the process of increasing this decision making, to make sure those trials that are safe, because we need to bring food on the table. We want to support people that are hungry, and you have them in all countries. So this is high time that we continue to raise our voice as members of parliament, to do this advocacy, to make sure this food is on the table, and safe food, sustainable one, closely partnership with all engaged sectors such as the government, policymakers, researchers, scientists, private sector, civil society, just to mention quite a few.